Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace and blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be upon you all. Abdullah Oduro. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions a beautiful verse in the Quran where he talks about the importance of recognizing the blessings. Because when you recognize the blessings, that is what can encourage you and enable you and motivate you to be mindful of Allah and thus show gratitude to Him. And that's one of the ultimate goals is being mindful of Allah. Because from that mindfulness, you will emanate and do things, primarily that of gratitude, showing thanks to Allah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions numerous blessings from the creation of the sun, the moon, the ships that go on the sea, the night and the day. And at the very end of this, he concludes this by saying, وَآتَاكُمْ after أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وَآتَاكُمْ مِنْ كُلِّ مَا سَأَلْتُمُوهُ, and He has given you everything that you've asked for. Some of us may think right now, He didn't give me the car, He didn't give me the license, He didn't give me the job that I wanted. But we look a little deeper than that. We look at the food that you eat that has grown without your intervention, the weather that you have no control over. He's given you that when you've asked for good health, and maybe He's given you a positive attitude. Not every single thing at the moment that you may think is bad is necessarily bad 5 years from that time because it was a lesson learned. So it's a much bigger picture that we look at it. But after that, he says, وَإِن تَعُدُّوا نِعْمَةَ اللَّهِ لَا تُحْصُوهَا. And this is what I want to concentrate on. He says, and if you were to count, to enumerate the blessings, the blessing of Allah, you would not be able to fully encompass them. There's a couple of things I want to capitalize on here. Firstly, he uses two different verbs for the word count. He says, وَإِن تَعُدُّوا, and if you were to try to count the blessing of Allah, لَا تُحْصُوهَا, you would not fully encompass or tally all of them. The reason he uses two different verbs is because the first one is just basically enumeration. You're counting this blessing. Okay, my father, my mother, my job, my physical ability, the grade that I made, right? But then ihsa, actually understanding the situation of each item that you counted, fully embracing and absorbing those objects that you have counted, understanding them, knowing what they represent. That is a much deeper level. And thirdly, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala uses the word, the object of these things, which is ni'mah, He uses a singular noun here. If you were to try to enumerate the blessing of Allah. But in actuality, as scholars mention, it is blessings. Why? If we give an example of your eye, that's a blessing. The fact that you can see me right now is a blessing. The fact that you're able to, within that vision, distinguish if it's sharp or not, if it's blurry. Is it the camera, is it the phone, or is it the television, or is it my eye? The fact that you're able to distinguish colors, all within the blessing of an eye. There are numerous blessings. What about the blessing of hearing me right now? You can hear me. You can tell if I'm loud or not. You're able to distinguish if it's the phone or not, the intellect, the senses, to be able to immediately understand and act accordingly. But we act so naturally, not recognizing or not remembering at the moment that there are people that do not have hearing, seeing, and within that is a climb. There's different levels of people. You may have 20/20 vision, 20/30 vision. You may have 20/10 vision, which is much sharper. So within one generic blessing are numerous blessings. And that's why he uses the word ni'mah, blessing, because within are numerous blessings. And that's what's important for us to know. Looking at the blessings that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you. If you were to try to do that tonight, you would automatically know before counting, during counting them, and after that you have not counted all of them. You may remember tomorrow that there was some more. And that's the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That should encourage you to show gratitude. So before you go to sleep tonight, think of 10 blessings that you have. Think of 5 blessings that happened to you in that day. And thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when you go to sleep. Thank Him when you wake up. And use that gratitude and show it in different ways. Primarily by praying, by asking Him to keep you firm, and by helping others. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you.